The Supreme Court and other courts of appeals have recognized a distinction between participants in the litigation and strangers to it.
Guys, whoever this girl is, this elf girl with the horns, all right, and the fucking tail, the cyberpunk tail, yo, this design is sick, okay? Enough, enough of this white-haired, okay, listen, I love white hair, okay? But enough of this, like, fucking, uh, mommy, milfy, boring motherfucker, okay? Who is, you know, some kind of I don't know, like martial artist motherfucker. More of this cool as fuck. This is cool. Look at how cool that design is. I mean, sure, it's very Kumari. Okay, fine. I don't listen. I like cuter designs. I don't really like sexualized whatever the fuck. That's just me though. I think it puts me off. But this is endless. Okay, this is endless. All right. But look at this shit. That's not Ambi. No, it's not Ambi. Look at this shit. Look at that design. Oh my gosh, she's so fucking rad. Oh my god, that tail's sick. Orpheus pretty sick. She's out though. Oh. Listen, I don't follow the story, okay? I just don't follow the story. I follow better stories, okay? Clear Obscure. Okay, Expedition 33. You're welcome. Alright. Hey, good. Hello. Hi. More words in the form of a sentence to make chat engagement analytics higher. Oh, based. Thank you.
Pursuant to which gag orders on trial participants are evaluated under a less stringent standard than gag orders on the press. Oh, cute. Are they actually trying to read through the cases now and cite them in their, in their motions? Am I inspiring them on stream to do their job? Good job. I'm too lazy to dig through these cases, though, so. Nebraska Press is further distinguishable because the prior restraint was struck down due to the lower court's failure to consider less restrictive means or measures. CBS is also distinguishable because 1, there was no evidence of actual or potential prejudice to the proceedings, and 2, it was a white-collar crime case where the courts have found a less significant danger of prejudice compared to cases involving lurid subject matter, which...
I love the Zenless story, lol. Made me cry a few times. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. Okay, I did get into... Man, I kind of regret following the Wuwa story too. I just don't think... I'm sorry, I still don't think it's very good, okay? I would say what's peak is Reverse 1999 and Limbus Company, okay? But that's kind of a high bar in terms of writing. Yeah. Final Manifesto? Yeah, that's what he announced. You gotta do a ZZZ tiers list stream? Yeah, sure. I can do that. Just go play Blueprints. It's a fucking amazing game. What is that? Like, action story?
Carry a more significant danger of prejudice. In contrast here, 1, less restrictive measures would not suffice. And 2, plaintiff has presented evidence of actual and potential prejudice. And 3, the lurid subject matter of this case carries a high risk of prejudice. 3, plaintiff has demonstrated substantial likelihood of material prejudice. Defendant contends that plaintiff has not demonstrated a substantial likelihood of prejudice to the proceedings because 1, this case is an early pre-discovery posture, and 2, plaintiff has only demonstrated speculative harm or generalized discomfort. Both of these arguments fail. First, this case is not in an early pre-discovery posture. Discovery has already commenced. Written discovery requests have already been exchanged by the parties, and responses are due. However, the parties agreed to await the court's ruling on plaintiff's motion for a protective order governing discovery before exchanging responses and documents. I don't know if there's like a formal distinguishing thing between pre-discovery and discovery and whatever. We haven't turned over any discovery yet because we're waiting for the court to rule on some motions, so I don't know, but...
You know what? Fuck it. I will do a ZZZ tier list after this, okay? But I'm not ranking based off of story or whatever. I'm ranking solely based off of design, okay? Design, alright? It has to be cinema, okay? Design, movesets, whatever the fuck. Yeah. That's what I should do.
Moreover, the case law relied on by defendant in support of the argument is inopposite. In Calhoun v. Invention submission...
Find me a link. Find me a link.
The
Find me a tier
defendant
list
requested
link.
that sanctions be imposed
Do it.
on plaintiff and her counsel for posting the allegations of the complaint on a website. Discovery had not yet commenced and no trial date is scheduled, let alone on the horizon. Here, in contrast, plaintiff has not moved for sanctions but for a protective order. And 2, the defendant has not just posted the allegations of the complaint, but...
Rank based off of gooning? I don't know. I just don't get this whole appeal with gooning and whatever the fuck, okay? Like, I like the designs of characters I like the most has always been not cutesy, but just well designed, unique, well designed, slick, cool. All right, just mainly coolness factor is important to me. But I just don't get why people are like, they just see massive boobs and they're like, Like, even the lolly characters, I don't even care about all that much, okay? Just, like, just please make an interesting character and don't make it slop. Like, yeah, fuck.
Instead, has harassed and vilified plaintiff, witnesses, and her counsel, and threatened bodily harm to witnesses.
Bro, you know what's funny? Is that they're gonna be watching this video and they're gonna expect me to talk about the Destiny lawsuit, but the entire time I'm just talking about Zenless. It's over, dude.
Okay. And discovery has commenced in a trial that has been set.
Yeah.
Nor is Constant v. Cosby helpful to defendant, since the court entered an order imposing limits on attorney speech. Second, defendant's argument that plaintiff has shown only speculative harm is clearly belied by the record. As detailed in plaintiff's motion and supporting declaration, defendant has publicly threatened to kill potential witnesses. I'd kill them if I could. I want someone to kill named witnesses. Again, Driscoll and Queeman are not witnesses in this case.
How are, dude? Yes, that is referring to Queeman and Jay Stelk. I just don't get how they're witnesses. What? That's crazy, dude. I'm sorry, but showing them the recorded audio or some shit is not turning them into witnesses, okay? Like showing them the leaked news or the leaked audio or anything is that it's just not, they're not witnesses. What the fuck? Why are they in this lawsuit? Why are Queeman and Chase Tuck in this lawsuit? It's so fucking weird. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's so bizarre. Like, I think it's one of the most bizarre things ever. Like, I'm sorry, were they sitting in the Sneeko cuck chair when the sex was happening? Like, what is the implication here? What? Oh my god. What have they seen? Was D sending them stuff to them in 2023? That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Yeah, fuck me, dude. Dude, oh my god.
As long as Kiwi Farms continues to post it, I guess they'll continue to copy paste it.
Also, I love the amount of gaslighting that has been happening, okay? I like how Ryo Kittenhouse has just been drip feeding, you know, J-Stoke, Kiwi Farm thread information, and he's been gaslighted into thinking that, yeah, you know what, he's been doing Bernie math in his head the entire time on how Destiny is gonna totally lose this lawsuit. Bro, oh my god. Who is your lawyer? Let's see. ChatGPT, Kiwi Farms, J-Stoke, and Queeman. No! Oh god, delete the lawsuit! Delete the lawsuit now! Oh god! Okay, sorry.
I don't know how long you can just lie about something over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe this will just be the lie that they carry if they get there all the way to trial. Maybe, who knows? Disclosed plaintiff's legal name in violation of the court's anonymity order. Again, this happened before the protective order came out. Since then, not disclosed the person's name. And clearly the plaintiff didn't really care because they withheld that like the name was in the video for months so that they could have it in a motion, you know, 6 months into the case, I guess. But okay. Published confidential meet and confer communications. Published confidential. I don't even know if these communications are supposed to be considered confidential, but okay.
Bro, look at Jufufu, dude. Look at this motherfucker, alright? This is girlfriend material right here, okay? Girlfriend material, alright? Girlfriend material.
And engaged in a pattern of disparagement and ridicule directed at plaintiff, her witnesses, and prospective witnesses, and plaintiff's counsel. I mean, plaintiff has done the same to me. I mean, like, when you've made a public Substack that is unhinged and contains like a fuck ton of lies in it, and then you cry that I think that you're a crazy person or whatever, like, this is just so ridiculous, but whatever. Plaintiff provided specifics regarding Bonnell's vitriolic public commentary and prospective witnesses' reactions to it. Where? I went through all of the declarations, and I think I only saw one person who said something, but it wasn't even...
I lost my 50-50. Oh. That sucks. Is it a little ironic that Queen and J-Stoke are making Destiny look good by involving themselves so much in something they have no business being involved in? Yes. But also, just FYI, just a reminder that Queen's own philosophy, I don't know about J-Stoke, but Queen's own philosophy is never to be directly involved in anything, okay? Like, that's his philosophy. His philosophy is, I shouldn't be, I should not be fucking involved in anything, okay? I just want to be a commentator. I never want to be directly involved in a drama, except for this one, apparently, because you hate Destiny enough, so.
Yeah, I don't know where
Very
these
funny.
filings are. Somebody can link
Funny
it if it's there somewhere, I guess. See, ECF 44, 84.1 and 84.4. I guess we can look. (84.1) and 84.4.
Wow.
Plaintiff provided specifics regarding Bunnell's vitriolic public commentary and prospective witnesses' reaction to it. This is 84.1. I, Jane Doe. Oh, so this is just Pxie. I'm over 18 years of age. I'm guessing. I competent to provide testimony with a personal knowledge. This is so fucking retarded, dude. She's still running with this is just hearsay. I'm sorry, this is double hearsay. One of the individuals whose screen name was blank blank. When was this filed? I don't even remember when this was filed. June 2nd. Oh, right before the hearing. So her evidence of people feeling threatened by me are one of these individuals whose name was censored told me that the defendant sent the video depicting me to their...
No way. This has to be Queeman, right? One person whose name was censored who felt like they were threatened. Is this gonna be Queeman? We'll see.
Their sister just a few months ago.
Oh,
This individual and their sister, as well as other individuals who had initially contacted me, completely deleted their accounts after Destiny posted his video on the YouTube entitled Destiny Addresses Lawsuit. So keep in mind, just to be aware of what this incompetent fucking retard is doing, right? Is she's filed a lawsuit against me, and she didn't get statements, declarations, affidavits from any of the accounts that supposedly DM'd her. Like, what the fuck how fucking stupid do you have to be? What are you even doing at this point? Why would you not get a single one of these in writing? Why would you not get any names or any statements or verify that any of this information is even fucking true? But then she keeps throwing it over and over and over again in all of her, like, hello? In this video, defendant further violates my privacy by publishing to his almost 1 million followers out of context private messages. The three women that provided declarations under seal in support of plaintiff's motion for preliminary injunction expressed fear.
Single moms who see the government as their baby daddy. Okay, listen, all right. If you are an actual misogynist and you're looking for a misogynist safe space, this is not your safe space, okay? Because I can tell you're either a Nick Fuentes fan or you're Red Pillar or something like that, okay? I'm sorry, but it's just not the case that single moms are having babies on purpose to take advantage of the government to get child welfare, okay? This is not a thing. Stop believing in it. It's fake, okay?
Of being publicly targeted or doxxed. This is hearsay. Make them submit an affidavit or declaration saying it. You can't just speak for everybody. That's not how this works, little bro. You can't just say, like, somebody else said this. You have to, they need to sign that. They need to attest to that under oath. They have to sign a thing saying that I promise this is my sworn and true statement, because maybe you're misinterpreting things, or maybe they say they wouldn't say that. I don't know why they keep doing this. I know why. It's because it's malicious is the actual answer, but... The three women that provided declarations under seal in support of plaintiff's motion for preliminary injunction expressed fear of being publicly targeted or doxxed by defendant and/or his followers and indicated they were unwilling to participate in discovery or testify unless their identities remained confidential. For this reason, the witness declarations were filed under seal. Like, that's not in any of the declarations. But besides these 3 witnesses, there are 4 additional witnesses I have contact with, but they told me that they are afraid of speaking out or testifying against the defendant because of his likely retaliation and harassment. Attached here, too, as Exhibit A, is a true and correct copy of one of these witnesses named, who has communicated to me her fear.
Okay. No, we don't have a patriarchal government nor society all that much anymore. There are still traits. There are still traits of a patriarchal society, absolutely, for sure. All right, but that is not the case. Yeah. By the way, okay, I think you're actually an Andrew Wilson fan. I think that is the part that makes sense the most. 100%. You know what was the one argument that defeated him back in the day? So back then, there was this viewer, okay, named Yoon, all right? And Yoon debated Andrew Wilson at some point, okay? And so this is the question. If a woman was at the top of the government, okay, is it still a patriarchal government? If a woman judge rules and delivers onto somebody a death sentence onto a guy, okay, is that patriarchal? Is it even down to male strength if guns exist, right? Yeah. So makes no sense.
Defendant.
Okay.
Thus, he tried to repeatedly dox one of these witnesses who screened him as blank.
Sorry, I wasn't the one that banned them. Okay?
Expressed his support for me.
That's
not a witness. Somebody who expressed support is not a witness. The potential witness will not testify to pertinent information regarding the case unless his information can be protected. Blank has expressed fear of providing any further.
No, but you don't get it, okay? They were in the room. They were living in Destiny's walls, okay? Dude, how could you disrespect someone who is living in Destiny's walls?
Information. Active defendant publicly called for his death on the defendant's YouTube channel. Wait, have I? Or are they talking about on Willie Mack's YouTube channel? I'm pretty sure that was the thing that Willie Mack published of me. I don't think I ever said any of. I don't remember if I did or not. I don't remember, to be honest. But the 3 other potential witnesses also believe that the defendant has committed crimes against them by disclosing intimate images of them. The 3 other potential witnesses are your 3 current witnesses. But they are afraid of pursuing legal action because of how he's publicly harassed and insulted me and anyone who has supported me, including my counsel. 3 of these witnesses have expressed to me their fear that their physical well-being could even put at risk if they attempt to pursue justice. Like, how does this even make sense? If you file it under seal, I still get access to the name. You think I'm willing to have these people, like, physically attacked? But if you file it under seal, I won't do that? Like, what?
By the way, there's absolutely no way in a court of law that any kind of like if you want to bring the fact that you feel like your life is threatened into the legal argument, shouldn't there be like supporting evidence for that? Like, I'm talking about made plans, or the person knows what your address is and they've made plans, they bought plane tickets, they've mapped out routes on like a secret map or something. There's text messages talking about, you know, trying to get transportation to go to their house. Like, shouldn't there be like supporting evidence for something like a death threat where the person is actually serious about it? I feel like that should be the case, okay? Because I feel like there's many lawsuits out there where somebody just simply goes, oh, yeah, I would kill this person. Fuck this person. I would kill this person. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would kill this person. Trust me, I would strangle this person that is suing me. Would that not be the case? Because, I mean, lawsuits are high tension shit. It ruins lives, okay? So yeah, of course you would want to feel like you want to kill someone, all right, if you have the opportunity to. But that's not necessarily like actual cause for concern, right? Because I bet that happens extremely often.
Why am I Destiny in the court filings and not Steven or something? They go back and forth because they're mentally retarded.
Right.
Almost every individual I have communicated with expressed not only their disgust for defendant's actions, but also their reluctance to speak out publicly due to their concern and fear of defendant retaliating against them. Wow. Wasn't that statement about Justical before they were mentioned as potential witnesses in this case anyway? Yes, yeah. It was like months ago when Willie Mac interviewed me for a fucking YouTube video. Yes. And it wasn't on my channel. It was on Willie Mac's or whatever. Oh, this text message. I'm sorry. I just remember this one. My bad. They did submit this. I just forgot about it because this is the most obviously faked fucking message I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Stephen Bonnell has abused his position of power and community to gain favor and harass people in the past. I find his actions deplorable and terrifying. I will never feel comfortable being a witness in this case against Stephen unless my identity is protected. I fear for my family, friends, and my current and future careers. Without protection, I am almost certain I will receive harassment and doxing from his community. Nice, based. And it's the first text message they got from this person. Good one.
Wait, so they were faking evidence? Oh my god. Stephen Bonnell has abused his position of power and community to gain favor and harass people in the past. I find his actions deplorable. And, okay, who is this person? This person should be able to come forward, okay? Fuck it. I think that if you want to support the lawsuit with your own statements, I think you should come forward. Fuck it. You think your life is in danger? Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too, okay? Put your life in danger then. If you truly believe in bringing this rapist to justice, then you should put your life in danger, actually. You shouldn't be safe. You shouldn't be safe. Fuck it. You shouldn't be safe. All right? If you're going to come out against someone who you truly believe needs to be brought to justice, have some conviction inside of your justice. All right? You need some conviction in your justice, okay? Jesus. Or more than 4 months since the complaint was filed and the transcript is sealed, and the public doesn't have a good ton of good info to go on, and his name kind of stays smeared in the meantime. Yeah, sure. Oh my god.
Okay, so those are the two things that they submitted for evidence of prospective witnesses being afraid. Gotcha. Wait, surely there is some official affidavit from this person that they should have filed instead of this weird written text message screenshot? No, because they don't have any witnesses for this case, because this entire thing is fucking bullshit, and they know it's fucking bullshit, which is why all of this is like either hearsay from Pxie. Oh, it's 1 through 4, not just because this is 81-4 to 81-4-4. I see.
By the way, okay, I'm just gonna say, like, Egghead does have a point, okay? Because if it is true that this lawsuit is malicious, right? If it's malicious, then doesn't Pxie have full incentive to drag this case out for as long as possible, even though if she knows that she's gonna lose, right? If she knows that this is a lost case for her already, doesn't she have full incentive to drag this out for as long as possible to make him look bad? Right? So he has no means to defend himself in public in the meantime, while she is the one that has full incentive to drag this out as much as possible, right? In order to keep the public in the dark about it, and to assume that, yeah, Steven's guilt has already been determined, right? Assuming she's paying legal costs, she's not paying legal costs, according to Destiny or something, okay? Destiny has already paid 200k. Oh shit, it's more than 150k now? 200k? Okay. But no, I think Pixie's lawyer specifically said we're not gonna get paid until like you don't need to pay us until X and Y, right? Like I don't know. Until something happens. So yeah, it's not even fair. It's just not even fair, you know? Kind of fucked. Okay. Might be a family friend. Oh, who knows?
It's just I don't have money for a lawyer or anything. Once he knows my name or something, I'm afraid he's going to harass me or get others to do so.